Thank you, Jeff, and the WBT. I'm glad the venue is here in Arlington rather than in Manhattan on this happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Phil Harnish, founder and CEO of Eagle Vision Pharmaceutical Corp., and it's my pleasure to introduce you to SeeMore, the first injectable intracellular targeted magnetic resonance imaging agent that helps to improve accuracy and better manage patients with chronic disease. Our management team has over 60 years of experience directing programs leading to some of the biggest brands on the in vivo diagnostics market. This experience allows us to operate as a virtual enterprise, tapping into best expertise just when it's needed. So, what's special about SeeMore? Well, first, it capitalizes on manganese that naturally targets the mitochondria of active cells. It's uniquely potent for magnetic resonance imaging and produces a persistent pattern of enhancement that reflects perfusion and cellular activity. The safety has been demonstrated so far even in patients with heart disease. We have an active clinical program in heart disease with an FDA-reviewed protocol ready to start pilot phase 3 studies once funding is secured. We also have programs in cancer and in liver ready to start phase 2 clinical trials, again, once funding has been secured. What are the needs? Well, for cancer, you need to identify the tumor, and you need to stage the disease. But importantly, you need to monitor response to therapy. For heart disease, you need improved accuracy. 37% of the patients are sent for an invasive and expensive cardiac catheterization and found to be without any significant cardiac disease. For liver, you need a non-invasive, quantitative method, sensitive method to monitor disease progression in response to therapy. How big are these needs? Well, there's 10 million patients in the United States with cancer, with a million new cases per year requiring evaluation and follow-up. PET is the best available technique for looking at cellular activity, which is important for cancer diagnosis. Unfortunately, PET suffers from several significant limitations. Nuclear perfusion, or SPECT, is the most widely used method for looking at heart disease. This is about a $2 billion market. And there's 5 million patients with chronic hepatitis in the United States. The primary method for following these patients is with periodic needle biopsy. So, how can SeeMore help? On the left panel at the top is a PET image. You get a bright spot wherever the radioactivity accumulates, like a light bulb. On the right, SeeMore Enhanced MRI allows you to evaluate the activity levels within the tumor, gives you the filaments within the light bulb. For heart, a standard SPECT or nuclear perfusion image of the heart. On the right, again, SeeMore Enhanced MRI gives you that high-resolution, specific targeted enhancement for earlier diagnosis and identifying which patients are going to benefit from invasive therapy and which are not. For liver, the specific uptake and enhancement in all 3 compartments allow you to monitor disease progression or response to therapy quantitatively. And importantly, it also helps you to identify tumor emergence. Now, SeeMore offers many benefits. I really just want to focus on one. Without payer buy-in, the rest of them become much less important. As we said, for nuclear perfusion, 37% of the patients are sent for an invasive, expensive cardiac catheterization and don't even have any significant heart disease. This results in an excess, unnecessary cost, prorated, of $1,480 per patient. If SeeMore Enhanced MRI reduced that false positive rate to 20%, and we believe it'll do much better than that, The cost savings in just avoiding those unnecessary cardiac catheterizations more than pays for a SeeMore enhanced MRI for every patient. Similarly for cancer, identifying response to therapy or failure to respond to therapy at an earlier stage allows you to alter therapy to something more effective, or at least terminate therapy when no response is generated. The competing technologies include contrast-enhanced CT, which does offer high resolution but no agents with specific uptake. The standard gadolinium-enhanced MRI is similar to CT but with higher tissue discrimination and avoiding radiation. Both SPECT and PET use radioactive agents that do get into cells and do have specific uptake, but don't tell you what's going on as far as the cellular activity within the tissues. And the new approaches tend to focus on targeting, but still suffer from the same radiation, radioactivity, and resolution issues. SeeMore puts it all together with a high-resolution, specific uptake, overcoming the limitations of the other technologies to result in better diagnosis, better patient management. Where are we going? Well, to get a significant partnership, you have to take the superior early results and transfer those into the targeted patient population. You also have to get FDA buy-in on the design of the pivotal registration phase 3 trials. This is above the gold bar there. For cancer, that takes $9 million. For heart, $6 million, and an additional $2 million for manufacturing and scale-up. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce you to SeeMore, a novel, patented, injectable, targeted molecular imaging agent with a proven performance across multiple indications, addressing key needs, overcoming limitations of current technology in significant markets in a cost-effective manner. Thank you for your attention. I'd enjoy talking with you further about this. I can be found in booth 506, or contact information is in the booklet.